Hello and welcome for everybody on the first episode of the grand opening of the Black Oasis podcast. Today we have a special guest. That's none other of Abdullah Abu Khalaf. How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. How about yourself, bro?
I'm doing never better. It's amazing. We
Alhamdulillah.
finally got to record this podcast.
Yes, I know.
Especially with a special guest.
Habibi, thank you. Appreciate it.
Of course. So for anybody out there watching this and probably doesn't know who you are, can you please tell me or introduce more about yourself? Who is Abdullah Abu Khalaf?
All right, so my name is Abdullah Abu Khalaf. I am a civil engineer. I've been working in Black Oasis since 2022 when the company only had 19 employees. Some of you guys might know me. I was famous on social media, or just like I was on TikTok, on Instagram. I used to make skits online. But at the same time, so I started also working here. So it was around the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That phase was fun.
Yep.
How long have you been here, actually?
I've been here since exactly February of 2022. I joined the company.
It's about 4 years and something.
Yes, 4 years.
Like 5 years.
Yeah, something like
I
that.
know.
Almost 5 years.
Yeah, almost 5 years.
Yep.
That's great.
I've joined this company when we only had like 19 employees.
You're number 20?
Yep. My
That's special.
yeah, my employee number is 1020.
That's great.
Hell yeah.
Right. So you're one of the people here to be early on. And what do you think the biggest achievement that we've ever had so far over the past 5 years?
The company? You're
Yeah.
talking about the company itself? Definitely the expansion, the new building, the way the company evolved. Because when I joined the company, it was just a small office with like no offices, nothing, just like cubicles. Like everything was all over the place. We were just like 19 employees, just chilling, just working. Even like no one had like, no one expected the company to reach this far, to be honest. It was crazy. Because the company went from like a small office to like a huge building in third circle here.
Did you have faith in the company back in the day? Be honest.
Of course I did. Now here's the thing. At first when I joined, I did not know what I was signing up for, to be honest, because I didn't know what the company did. I didn't know what they were. I just knew that they paid well. Right? So when I joined, I was like, okay, maybe this is gonna be like a start for me just to, make some money here. And then once I saw the plans that the company had and everything and the expansion, I was like, I might be lucky to join this company when it's a startup.
Yeah.
Because usually that ends up always well, like in the career world. Like when you join a company when it's fresh, that indicates that there might be more growth to happen in the future.
Like a huge potential.
100%. So the potential of this company was crazy. I was all in once. There was a meeting once that happened when our CEO was like, the company is gonna expand. We're gonna we're gonna have multiple departments. We're all in.
Mhm.
We're doing amazing. It's going all in. This is when I decided that I'm all in as one with the company. I'm going all in, and we'll see how it goes. And alhamdulillah, everything turned out to be very well. I was promoted like 3 times in the company.
Crazy.
Yeah, and I'm a manager now. I have my own team. Alhamdulillah, the money aspect is also extremely well. So yeah, the company is doing amazing, and I can't wait to see what's gonna happen in the future. I also like to see that maybe this is just the beginning. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's a
Yeah.
grad opening for this.
100%.
How did you hear about the company? What ad was there? What were they hiring actually?
So I was working at a company that didn't really pay me well, so I was just like, getting by, just working for the sake of working.
Yeah.
My cousin knew one of the VPs right now, Andre. He knew him, Zaid Shboul. And at the time, there was an expansion for the company.
Mhm.
So they were hiring people. My cousin called me. He was like, hey, yo, I know you have good English. The company that Zaid works in, they're hiring. Before that, I knew that the company paid well because they told me, yeah, there's this company that opened up in Jordan, very small company. They're paying employees really well. So I've decided to apply and see what happens. I got the interview. I interviewed. I was hired on the spot. So I was like, whoa, okay,
Yeah.
hell yeah, let's do this.
Now
So yeah, I joined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have a degree of civil engineer?
Civil engineering, yes.
Yeah. So the thing is, like, you do have a degree, and you probably had other options. What made you think like this is the option?
Let me tell you why. Now, unfortunately, for the engineering degree nowadays is not as good as it was back then. So if you go to the early 2000s and the 2000s, yes, the degree had some weight to it, right? Unfortunately, now there's a lot of, in that specific field of civil engineering, contracting, designing, consultations and everything, the money aspect or the job market is dead. Because I wasn't here. I was in the UAE. I was in Dubai. I was looking for a job there and I couldn't find anything. And even if I got into an interview, they would offer me like nothing. They would not give me any good salary or anything of like that can make me feel like I'm appreciated. You get what I mean? So for me, that was like such a big problem to deal with, especially because I was young. I was looking for a job. I wanted to kickstart my career. So I decided to switch careers by joining Black Oasis at the time. I was like, you know what? If that's not going to work for me, I'm going to go to a company that's going to actually, appreciate my efforts, appreciate my growth, and help me out tremendously. So I joined Black Oasis. I started, focusing on developing my skills in sales, specifically the training aspect, which also helps me on the phones, helps me on every single aspect of sales. And I think this is one of the best decisions I've made in my professional life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So some people might argue that you're currently a sales training manager, right?
100%.
You were a sales trainer before.
Yes.
So some people might say, or I heard before, you never took a sales call before.
Never.
How does that work? How can you be a sales trainer without actually being in the field?
True. It's like, knowing how things work in detail, like the concept behind things. You know what I mean? For example, you can be a football manager without actually playing a game of football. You get what I mean? Now, my journey is a bit different. Back then in 2022, I was applying for a promotion and they offered me sales, right? They offered me to be on the phone in sales. However, back then, I did not understand what sales was. I didn't understand what the job was. You get what I mean? In my mind, it was like numbers, calculations, selling. I'm not a good seller. I'm a pretty, like, my personality is like, I'm a pretty chill guy. You know what I mean? I didn't know it back then, right? So, they offered me to join the QC department, quality control, which means that I will get to audit calls and make sure everything is going on the right track. At the same time, make sure everything is compliant, make sure everything is good to go, right? And then one time, they told me to train a sales batch to go over the basic concepts and theories of what we do, the job itself, and everything.
So they just throw you in to do it.
They threw me, literally. Like I was
You had
chilling.
no experience in training. You just had to do it once.
Nothing at all.
That's
I was
fine.
just chilling. They were like, hey, go ahead and train. I was like, oh, wow, okay. Jumped in, trained, did well. A lot of people understood. So I was promoted to a sales trainer. It took me like a month. Then I started training on sales. I started understanding, training, applying the concepts, seeing some results. A lot of agents that I used to train tell me, hey, Abdullah, I tried this, it worked. Thank you so much. Hey, can you give me another training session? And this worked for me. So it's basically that I've developed a theoretical knowledge in this job itself to the point where when I apply it to someone or I teach someone how to do things, I have a deeper understanding of why it's gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I see the results, that means that I did my job properly. I did this for around 3 years until I got promoted to the sales training manager. However, nowadays, if I were to jump in on the phones, I would definitely jump in, and I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna do amazing. Especially because all the knowledge that I accumulated all over the years and the constant trainings and the results that I've delivered, I'm sure right now that I can do both very easily.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I'm sure too.
Yeah.
So there's a phase you had in life, which is TikTok, right?
100%.
So for the old employees, they definitely know the TikTok Abdullah phase. But for the new employees, can you tell us more? Who called you that in the first place? Why are you known for being TikTok?
That's a pretty funny story. When I joined the company,
Yeah.
At the time of when I joined, I was kind of considered in the peak of my social media career, or that you would say that.
You took it as a career back then?
No, it was more of a hobby, to be honest.
Okay.
I never planned to be a social media content creator. Nothing. I never planned for it, by the way. It all happened because I was bored. It was COVID at the time when I started. So by the time I joined, I was actually at my peak. And I joined this company at the peak. So everyone would, seen one or two of my videos online.
Mm-hmm.
And they would tell me, hey, you're the guy from TikTok. You're the guy from Instagram, right? Yeah, I know you, bro. You're the guy who created some trends. Like, I don't know if you heard the Rania trend.
Yeah.
Currently right now, it's a big deal. Back then, it was one of my videos. This is the one where it happened. But that's not the topic here. When I joined the company, people would recognize me. Hey, you're Abdullah. You're the guy from TikTok, so on and so forth.
It happened to me too. It's like a personal experience.
100%.
Yeah.
So the CEO, Abe, he figured out that that's my nickname. That I was on TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
but he didn't watch any videos that I did. He just knew that I was on TikTok, right? So he just called me, "Hey TikTok, hey TikTok, you're TikTok now. That's your name."
That's your
At
name.
one point, he even wanted to change my official email in the company to TikTok@company.com.
Mhm.
I was like, "Whoa, come on, bro, that doesn't work that way."
Everybody used to call
Yeah.
you TikTok for
He
that.
wants to call it on Teams, on every
Literally, yeah.
every single application that we use, TikTok.
Exactly.
Yeah, which was crazy.
Yeah.
So that's why it's a meme right now in the company. Older employees know it, newer employees not really, and yeah,
That's why I had to ask.
100%.
So for the thing is, you've been on TikTok for a very long time. You said since COVID.
Since 2019, yes.
Why did you stop?
Here's the thing. I grew out of it,
Mhm.
but because the content that I used to make back then was very different than me right now.
Mm-hmm.
I was younger. I was 20, 21, 22, 23. So I was more I was still, getting to know what life is. So my content back then was more focused towards the young people. So, and I kind of grew out of the whole, content that I was doing back then. I was like, no, nah, I don't want to keep on doing the same thing. I still like social media. I still like content creation, but not that content I used to make. I would much rather expand to something else, do other stuff and something that fits me at this stage of life more than what I used to back then. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yep.
Of course. But I've seen something in the past couple of days. You said I'm back on social media.
True. Now I'm
Did
back.
the passion kick in?
Here's the thing. It's because I wanted to restart again. I want to do something again, but something different, something that can, something that is more,
Valuable.
exact, something that's, something that has more of a change right now.
Mhm.
Because back then, it was just, pure giggles
Comedy.
and laughs and just like anything. And right now, it's just no. I'd rather do something that is more fun, something more chill for me to make, something that can basically deliver more change to people, so on and so forth.
Want to deliver a message.
Yep, 100%.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
So are we officially getting Abdullah TikTok back?
More like Instagram because TikTok is banned in Georgia.
Yeah. So it's the concept. So you're gonna post reels.
100%.
Okay.
Inshallah, we'll see how it goes.
All right,
Easy peasy.
so we've talked about your career, your personality, your TikTok phase, but we didn't talk about the phase you've gone through, which is cancer. You battled cancer
Yes.
for a long time,
Twice.
and are you cancer free now?
Not really. Not yet. I'm still battling it right now.
You're still battling the cancer
Yes.
right now.
Yep, 100%.
So we've seen you. Some people thought you were cancer free, but you still posted in the hospital. You go to checkups, follow ups.
Here's the thing. So let me explain to you my cancer journey. Now, in 2024, I was diagnosed. I got into complete remission. I defeated cancer in October 2024. I was in complete remission for almost a year. And then by the end of 2025, I went on a normal checkup and the doctors told me that, yeah, we might suspect it's back. Did some tests and yes, they confirmed that it's back. Started 2026 this year. I'm battling cancer. I've been took multiple chemo sessions and a lot of things. Alhamdulillah, the results were good. I'm still, there's a little bit, like I'm still battling right now. It took me longer than what I expected, but still, alhamdulillah, things are going in the right direction. So yeah. So right now, it's my second battle.
So you're still battling cancer. It's not
100%.
as bad as before.
No, it's not. It's a very, how can I say this? I caught the relapse very early, which is why you guys need to always do your checkups. Make sure you always like listening to your body and doing your thing so that you can catch anything, early.
Yeah.
So alhamdulillah, I caught it early.
How'd you find out?
Normal checkups.
The first time.
First time, yeah. I had symptoms. I was coughing a lot. I was tired. I was all the time like I had severe night sweats. At the same time, I lost a lot of weight suddenly. I didn't know where that came from. So one time I was working in the company. I was just doing my thing. Then I felt really bad. My heartbeat was very fast. So I went ahead and done a checkup. I just went to the hospital. They did some tests on me, X-rays, CT scans. Then they told me, "Yep, we found a tumor." That's how I found out. Then the journey began from there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
How did you feel when you first found out?
Obviously, like, I don't know if I'm allowed to cuss. I'm not gonna cuss. Like, I felt so bad. Obviously, it's not news that you can just tell someone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially because I thought I was young and healthy, doing my thing.
Yeah.
However, when they told me, I was like, "Oh no, wow, yeah, that hit like a truck." The first week, the first month, obviously, I kept it a secret from everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I was just still processing it with myself. And the only person who knew was my brother and some manager in the company because I had to tell them because I was gonna take some days off and
Yeah.
So it was a trip. Obviously, it wasn't like easy at all, yani, especially the first month.
Mm-hmm.
Then once I calmed down, once I got the results back, once I did my biopsy, once I had a plan in place, once I, my mind shifted from panic to problem solving, then I told everyone about it. Then I was
Yeah.
like, no, I was open about it. I'm still open about it, and I'm still dealing with it. Yeah.
Inshallah, everything goes well.
Inshallah. I have very high hopes that inshallah everything will go according to plan, inshallah.
So, being announced as cancer free doesn't mean that you can put everything behind, like literally,
Hell no.
because you still got a checkup. So,
100%.
you find out that you still have it because you did a checkup. If you didn't do a checkup, that
Yes.
could've
So
been-
alhamdulillah, I did that checkup because
Alhamdulillah.
here's the thing, not just with any cancer patient, with all people, you need to always make sure you're, checking up every once in a while, just in case, something is cooking without you knowing. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did ask you a question, but you probably answered it in a different way.
Yeah.
The question was, see, when something happens to someone, like their car is broken or whatever, like something huge happens to them, they change their perspective on life.
Yeah.
Did that happen to you? In what way? When you
100%.
first found out about cancer?
Here, when I first found out, obviously I was shocked, I was sad, I was devastated, obviously, because as I said, it's not like news you would expect to be told. Then suddenly I started just thinking about everything that I took for granted. Make sense?
Yeah.
For example, I started thinking, oh man, I should have went to the gym more, should have went out more, I should have went on more trips, I should have done this, I should have spent more time with the people I love, I should have done that, I should have done. So the perspective changes in terms where you start appreciating every little small thing that you usually take for granted. For example, a lot of people I see here, young people in this country, they take their health for granted.
Yeah.
They feel like, oh, I'm young and healthy, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, nothing's gonna happen to me. I was one of them, right? I used to smoke, I used to vape, I used to not eat a lot of junk food. I used to, I'm not calling myself perfect right now, but so I know how they think, whatever, nothing's bad's gonna happen to me. And then when the bad thing happens, they're like, oh wow. You know what I mean? So a lot of people here do not really appreciate what they have. Because here's the thing, you might have multiple problems, you might have 100 problems, but once your health becomes a problem, then you have one problem.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because
That's
a lot of
the
people,
main problem now.
100%.
Nothing else matters.
Yeah, because once you're in a hospital bed, taking chemo or taking any sort of treatment, then you start looking at the other things. Oh wow, man! I wish I was in the gym right now. I wish I was on a run right now. I wish I was running, or I wish I was just walking, hiking. Anything that a lot of people take for granted. Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Yep.
Yep.
Definitely. So probably from many viewers out there, few of them have cancer. What would you say to them? So you motivate people for a living, so might as well just do it.
100%. If you have cancer, if you're dealing with something like a disease like that, you have to understand that whatever you do, never give up. Obviously, never slow down.
Mm-hmm.
You have no idea what God has for you. Because here's the thing, everything that happens in this life is, from God. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you might be dealing with this right now. You might be dealing with a very hard, difficult time right now. However, what happens after this is worth waiting for.
Mm-hmm.
So always keep your faith up. Always, keep fighting. Understand that you cannot be defeated if you have a strong faith in God. So always like keep in mind that you need to always make sure that keep doing what you're doing. Always have a positive mindset. Control what you can control.
Mm-hmm.
And understand that everything in life will work in your favor as long as you believe in God.
Exactly.
And believe that in His plan and what's going to happen.
God's plan.
100%
Yeah.
God's plan.
So for also one more thing for the people around that person, their family, their co-workers,
Yeah.
the one who's battling the cancer, do you also have a message for them?
Yes. Don't make them feel like they're sick. Don't pity them.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be like, oh, haram, he has cancer. No, don't do that. Because
Yeah.
that would just make things worse. Relax. What I would recommend is take them out. Just sit with them, talk to them. Don't make them feel like they're sick. Don't make them feel like they're in a hospital battling something. Just be like, it's chill. It's just the face is going to pass. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Let's just do something about it. Like, don't play like a card around them that, oh, you're sick. Stay home. No. That's going to make them feel a lot worse. Like my biggest pet peeve was when someone used to come to me oh, haram, miskin, he has cancer. I would be like, bro, don't dare say that to me again.
Yeah.
It gets under my nerve because no, I'm fine. I'm doing the podcast with you right now.
Yeah.
I'm sitting, I'm doing my thing, I'm doing my job. I come here every day, I work hard, I handle my team, I manage my team, I do trainings. Nothing's going wrong. It's fine. It's just a small tumor that I'm dealing with. Once I kick it out, then I'm back on track. I had to censor that. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's okay. So what's next for Abdullah Abu Khalaf? We've talked about your career, getting back on social media for a
Yeah.
little while, and you being
What's
a sales
next?
training manager now.
Yeah. What's next? Company wise, we never know.
Mhm.
The company's, as I said, it's just the beginning. So obviously it's growing. We never know what opportunities go through it, can happen along the way. So I'm excited for that.
Mhm.
Me personally, obviously, what's next for me is that I would love to live my life to the fullest, which means that I recently found out that life is just one. You live it and then you die, right?
Yeah.
You have to live it in a way where you make the most memories out of it, because this is what life is all about, traveling, meeting new friends, going out, doing your thing, just improving, the quality of your life, just enjoying every single moment
Yeah.
and not having to worry about anything else. Obviously, making money, just supporting yourself, supporting your family, all of that also is very important.
Mhm.
So for me personally, I just maybe just explore the world more, do my
Mhm.
thing, mind my own business, be happy, surround myself with happy people, positive people. And then, who knows, maybe more social media, maybe more content online. Career-wise, alhamdulillah, everything's going to plan.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. You never know.
Yeah. Most
Alhamdulillah.
importantly, when is your next video dropping? Your TikTok.
I don't know. I usually don't plan this, bro. I just do it, take on the spot. When I'm just chilling, and then I'm like, oh, you know what? Let's make a video. Then I drop
Yeah.
it. And I don't really have a specific schedule that I follow. So most
Mhm.
of the new videos that I've been doing, the new style of content,
Mhm.
it's mostly me just talking, just me saying what's on my mind, and that's
Yeah.
it.
Which is fun.
Yeah.
I've seen those videos.
Thank you.
I really appreciate your time. It's been very fun talking to you. Also motivation for all the people out there spreading the message.
Hell yeah.
And your next TikToks, of course.
100%.
That's it. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.